warm welcome to my kitchen and a very warm welcome to Irene Watt, who has very kindly come along again. I'm hoping that you can see us. I'm hoping that we're the right way up this time, because many people wrote in the last time to say not only were we the wrong way round, but we were sort of a couple of loose women, actually. But we're not loose women, because tonight we have Graham, who is Irene's husband. Yes, my husband is in his usual position in the kitchen. He is looking at his phone, I think, this week. The cricket is off. And we've got a bit of a sea theme this week. Now, there's already a couple of people saying hello, so I'm just going to check that we're the right way up. Linda Milner's watching. Hello, Linda. And so is Christopher Brighty. He's watching. Hello. Are we the right way up, Christopher? Rosie Stewart's watching. Hi, Rosie. We are the right way up. Excellent. Good. Linda and Graham Calder's watching.
Gordon, I think.
Oh, Gordon.
Yeah.
Gordon. Fiona and Irene looking good. Thank you, Gordon.
And Molly Lowney. Hello, Molly. She's from the choir.
Okay, great. Molly's watching.
Yeah, so that's great.
So we've got a bit of a sea theme.
Yes, we have.
This week. And of course we live in the northeast of Scotland. We know that Jodie DeRamo and Karen are watching from Louisville, Kentucky. So hi there in Louisville, Kentucky. You're nowhere near the sea, but we're very near the sea, which of course influences a lot of songwriting and music. And I thought I'd start today with a Gaelic song that actually was written by a lady from the island of Skye. And she sang it to my mother, who then taught it to me.
Yeah. And
I just grew up with the song. And we know, I just know it as Na Hu O Ho, but actually it's Nach Truag le mis Dunyerin, which means my love has gone to Ireland. So it's another song of woe, lost love.
Oh, yes, yes.
Searching for your man.
Well, we're always searching for a man, aren't we? We can never find one when we need one.
Well, there's one there and there's one there. Yes. Paying absolutely no attention again. Okay, so we're going to do Nach Truag le mis Dunyerin.
Yes,
And this is lovely.
I'll just tell you, I've never done it before, so we've just had a wee sort of go over it. So. But Fiona sings it beautifully, so here we go.
Na hu o ho, na hu o he, na hu o hu, o ela, na hu o re, na hu o ho, nach truag le mis Was that a vague bit of applause over there?
Yes.
Yes. Oh yes.
Good.
Excellent. So a little beautiful Gaelic tune to get us going, because we're in that kind of a mood. And also this, I was thinking this month of September we were going to be doing Sing 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 at the music hall, which is a wonderful gathering of choirs, because Irene, will you conduct how many choirs?
3. Well, I used to.
Yes.
Not since lockdown, of course.
No.
We have a couple of virtual ones.
I know, we're all desperate to, I mean, we're very lucky to be singing in the kitchen, but we're all missing getting out and singing in public and at the music hall where we would have been. And VSA is an Aberdeen-based charity, and of course we know that they champion mental health, and singing helps everyone's mental health. Music helps everyone's
really
mental
does,
health,
yes.
and actually just listening, whether you're singing or joining in or just feeling the love.
I know, and we can't stop singing, so we have to sing. So unless it becomes really illegal, we have to cart us off to jail.
You're tempting fate here.
We've got lots of comments, Fiona.
Lovely.
Yeah, lots of beautiful music to soothe the soul, says Aileen Andrew. Thank you for that, Aileen. And Kathleen Ann Morrison says lovely. Liz Calder says beautiful.
Lovely.
And Robert Thompson, that's Rab. He's in the choir. Gamely Gaelic sounding good, Irene. Yes, it's phonetic Gaelic for me, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, that's great. I mean, we've got people from all over the world. My lovely friend Sue Pearman Bradley, she watches all the time from Sydney in Australia, and we've got our friends in Nashville, Tennessee that watch. And then Rosemary Pittendry. Now, I've got to apologise to Rosemary. She said she couldn't get us last week at all from Uncle Alistair's Kitchen near Glasgow. I want you to know, Rosemary, you can go on YouTube. You can see last week's concert. You can see the concert that we did before.
Yes.
In fact, all of the concerts are also on YouTube, or if you go to my website and you get a link to click on and you'll see us on YouTube.
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good, and I've got some links on my page as well, so you should be able to get to YouTube from lots of different places.
So, well, continuing in the theme of boats, we're going to invite Graham White, Irene's husband. Hello, welcome.
Hello there.
Great to have you in the
Fine
kitchen.
to finally get into your kitchen.
Well, you know, Graham and Irene live maybe about 10 fields away, something like that. So I just want everyone to know that we are obeying the rules, we're obeying the law, we live very nearby.
Yes, we're kind of a bubble. We're a bit of a bubble.
We're a bit of a bubble. And it's lovely to go to their house because they've got a lovely conservatory and they've got harps and keyboards and bouzouki's. You play bouzouki.
I do, yeah.
Muthi. You brought his muthi tonight
You
as
brought your
well.
bouzouki?
Aye, well, we'll see with me.
Yeah.
A wee tune later.
And have you, tell me a bit about you. How did you start playing music from a very early age?
I guess my dad was very much in the folk revival time, so when we were kids in the car, the tapes in the car was all the Corries and the McCalmans and everything, and all of us would be singing along thinking this was great music, so that kind of sticks with you.
And when you say all of us, the whole family, how many in the family?
I've got a brother and a sister as well, so yeah, we always be merrily singing away in the wee camper van going along the road. So.
And that's great. I mean, I love a camper van. I think, and a family holiday, Scotland with midgies. I mean, what's?
Can we use it?
But when did you start? When did you take up the bouzouki?
Oh, it'll be about 20 years ago, I guess in total.
Yeah.
I used to work offshore and I started playing the guitar when I was there. And as I got more into the sort of folky music rather than just singing, I started playing the bouzouki.
Yeah. Well, what we've got, we're going to be doing something that's unaccompanied later on that I heard Irene's choir sing, but I'll tell a bit more about that. But we thought we might do something. We're kind of going back to, I suppose, the 1800s and to an African American song that I certainly grew up with. Pete Seeger sang it, Peter, Paul and Mary sang it. You can sing it with us at home. Why not? Why not join us? Are you moving that out the way?
I will, because we're just going to sing it.
Do you want a wee drink of water or anything? I'm going to have a wee drink of water. Is that our note? Okay?
Okay, ready?
Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Sister helped to trim the sail. Hallelujah. Sister helped to trim the sail. Hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Hallelujah. The river is deep and the river is wide. Hallelujah. Milk and honey on the other side. Hallelujah. Michael rowed the boat ashore. 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 Hallelujah. Hey! Oh, the applause is deafening in the kitchen. Are you enjoying this, Francis?
Very much so.
Oh yeah, oh good,
Oh, yeah.
excellent, good. There are some
more
comments
comments
there,
here. Yeah, let me
not
see what we've
get
got.
off. No.
No, not get off yet, no. Loving this sing-along. This is from Jean Ann Fraser. And Linda Mill, she's one of our best fans. Hello,
Yes.
Linda. She's awesome, guys.
I know.
She says, so that's great. Thank you for your support, Linda. That's fantastic. And Dougie McInnes. My kids are like that just now. They are 5 and 7. They love North Sea Gas. I think this is referring to your
North
comment.
Sea Gas,
Graham.
the bands from that era, great
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's amazing what this lockdown has done, because I think it's revived a lot of old music. It's revived all the memories that we had growing up. Because when Irene and I did the last kitchen concert a few weeks ago together, we did a sort of children's theme, and we were reminiscing about Wee Willie Winkie and all the nursery rhymes that we...
And all the lullabies that we were sung to, or we sang to our children. Yeah, that was great.
And now we're singing to our grandchildren, which is even...
Yes.
But you were telling me a story earlier about you and your sister, is that right?
Yes.
Because for those of you from abroad, in the northeast of Scotland, the accent or the language is known as the Doric, and it's very particular. And of course, I was telling you earlier, I rang up a factory which will remain nameless at the moment, and I just wanted to speak to someone. I said, hello, Fazot. Now that means who is speaking? But in northeast parlance, hello, Fazot. So that prompted another story from Irene, and tell me about your sister.
So my sister and I, it's actually about a boat race, a yacht race that used to happen every year from Banff, and used to race yachts from Banff Harbour over to Stavanger. And then the following year it would come the other way, so the boats would start at Stavanger and come into Macduff Harbour, Banff Harbour. And it was the 1 week of the year that you would know, you could count on Macduff and Banff being absolutely heaving with people, because they're sleepy towns, you know. And so we used to really look forward to these weeks in the year. So this particular year, my sister, she said to me, come on, she says, we're going to way up to Banff, she says, we're going to want to see if we can catch a Norwegian, you see. So, meeting a bloke, a Norwegian guy, you see. We were single at this time, I have to say. So off we went up to the Macduff Arms, was the place at the time. It was across from the harbour in Macduff. And we went in there and it was absolutely chock full of big, tall, blonde Vikings, basically. So we were very happy at this, and my sister had seen one that she fancied, but she decided that she would have a little bit of Dutch courage first, and she sidled up to him and fluttered her eyelashes and said, "Are you off a yacht? Fit yacht, yeah."
Which means, a yacht, which is, are you off a yacht?
Fit yacht, yeah.
Fit yacht, yeah.
Which means, which yacht are you off?
So did they know? I presume that the Norwegian
No, they
gorgeous
didn't know them.
had not a clue what
No, they
was
were
going
just
on.
quite amused, actually.
So what resulted in this?
Well, I think there was I think it was quite
Brief
interesting.
flirtation. I don't know.
Flirtation,
I
yes.
have no idea.
So anyway, I told Graham the story, and he took a little bit of poetic license. So it's not exactly as it happened, but he wrote a song about it.
Didn't end quite this way, did it?
Didn't end quite this way, but there's a little moral to the tale, you see. So it's called Yaffa Yacht.
Yaffa yacht.
Yaffa Yacht.
Oh, a Gemerick wine, get out day, a new lad for to catch. And she's filling in with a Norwegian, and she's speaking, "Are you off a yacht? Are you off a yacht? Yacht, you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa. Are you off a yacht? Yacht, you off. Fit the yacht,
But they have to
yaffa."
sing along in the chorus, alright? So just try and mouth the words.
Well, she can full well that the Norski chills like the holly rocket spray. And they drunk and dance through the pubs above till they come to the calm North Sea. Are you off a yacht? Yacht you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa. Are you off a yacht? Yacht you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa. Just as she thought, he'd a muckle great yacht bobbing on the wake at the quay. And when they get on board, there was smorgasbord and a case full of duty free. Are you off a yacht? Yacht you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa. Are you off a yacht? Yacht you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa. Well, when the quine come tea and blinked her eye, she was in for a cruel surprise. As they rolled and heaved o'er the heavy seas, she was counting her supper on the side. Are you off a yacht? Yacht you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa. Are you off a yacht? Yacht you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa. So if you're teaning by a bra Viking, better watch out just in case. You're walking up a float in a muckle great boat, and the bank is the banger race. Are you off a yacht? Yacht you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa. Are you off a yacht? Yacht you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa. Are you off a yacht? Yacht you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa. Are you off a yacht? Yacht you off. Fit the yacht, yaffa.
So if anybody needs a translation, just get in touch with us.
Because the Doric, I know that my husband always tells me that dukers means swimsuit.
A swimsuit,
So
yes.
dukers are a swimsuit. I was also...
And a quine is a girl, so it says when a Gamebray quine. So Gamebray is the little village that I was brought up in. It's called Gardenstown really, but everybody calls it Gamebray. So a Gamebray quine is just a girl from Gardenstown.
Yes.
Good out, eh, now?
Translations will be
Yeah.
on the website later. We were also having fun when we were kind of thinking what we were going to sing. I was saying to Graham and Irene that I had a very fun time once sitting, waiting, because people have telephone voices. I think we all have telephone voices. So I was sitting at Shore Porters because I wanted some empty boxes that I was going to put stuff in. And I was just sitting waiting in the queue, and I heard this lady who was very efficient who kept saying, "Good morning, Jean Borders, good morning, Jean Borders." And I thought, oh, that's a really good telephone voice. "Good morning, Jean Borders, good morning, Jean Borders." And she would put people through and put people through. And then somebody rang again. Oh, good morning, Jean Borders. Good morning, Jean Borders. How may I help you? How may I help you? I'll put you through. I'll put you through. And then she went, hey, David, there's somebody on the phone for you. Good morning.
That's so typical of this area, isn't it? Because I used to work in Newcastle years ago, and of course I would just speak English, and then maybe my mum would phone and I'd say, oh, but like, now, who are you doing? I'm fine. And everybody in the office would go, what is she saying?
What language? What language is that?
Because it's really easy to convert, so like switch between the two.
So you're going to play something on your clarsach for us now.
We're going to do a couple of wee tunes.
A couple of wee tunes, and you were going. Is it in a sheer?
In a sheer, yes. It's about because we've got a sea theme. Both of these tunes are named after two little islands, and the first one is just off the coast of Ireland. It's in Galway Bay. It's a tiny little island, so the tune is called In a Sheer, and the next tune is called Leaving Lismore. And Lismore is in the Scottish Hebrides, so it's a tiny island as well. If anybody knows Mary Campbell, she's got a wee house on
it's
there.
Beautiful. It's a gorgeous spot, and I would like to say that this could be a special request for Gary Silver and Deirdre, because I know that Gary wanted a request today, and they love to go to Ireland. They love, they love country music. They love all music, but I think they'll really enjoy it. I think everybody will really enjoy this.
And I got a request as well from a lady in the choir who has her 80th birthday today, Meg. So this is a little one for you, Meg, as well. So
happy birthday, Meg.
So just take these off. Here we go.
In the key of Zog.
In the key of Zog, yes.
quotes me. My dad used to sing Leaving Lismore.
Did he?
And so many Gaelic singers did, and my Uncle Alistair. And actually I wanted to say, last week we did the kitchen concert from Uncle Alistair's
Oh yes.
house and with Bobby Harvey, and thank you to them because I mean, I think it's fair to say they're in their 80s now and firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, great stuff.
And Uncle Alistair also sang Leaving Lismore. And it's just one of those.
Yeah, it was one of the first tunes that I learned from the harp. That one and In His Sheer was really popular. And it was popular for sessions for a while. And so I think we should bring them back.
Well, I think
lovely tunes.
They're beautiful tunes, and they just, I don't know, they touch hearts.
Yeah.
There's something about a West Coast tune.
Very
And of course, there's lots, with the Irish tunes, there's lots of beautiful crossing overs with the Irish.
Yes.
With the
I
Irish.
think we share a lot of tunes, actually.
Yes, we
They
do.
claim them and we also claim them. So they kind of, yeah.
I think the dog is a little bit thirsty because he's drinking out of my glass.
I'm going to hide my glass.
Could somebody give our dog a drink of water?
I was going to see if there are any comments.
You can't see this, but well, I won't be drinking out of that glass now. I think we'll drink out of that one, but at least it's water and you'll know that it's water.
Also, we've got lots of comments, lovely music. Jean-Anne Fraser says lovely. Ina Stewart said, I sang that in a mod when I was young and got first prize.
Oh,
So
well
congratulations,
done,
Ina.
Ina. Absolutely.
Lots of clapping.
Robert and Mary Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh, Rosemary from Cruden Bay. I'm so pleased you can see us this week. And as I said, in case you missed it, you can watch last week with Uncle Alistair and Bobby Harvey and Scott Harvey on YouTube. And the other thing I wanted to kind of say, because I keep forgetting to shamelessly say, it would be lovely if you subscribe. So if you go to fiona-kennedy.co.uk and go to the website, and if you subscribe, you can then just get directly onto YouTube. It doesn't cost anything. It's lovely to have people
and
watching.
you can watch the concerts over and over again. So and
Keep
you'll get
cheered up.
notifications when there's new ones coming up. So,
Exactly, because Irene is already, believe it or not, she's planning Christmas. She was speaking today about, she's been writing music, bringing her choirs together.
Well, virtually.
Virtually, yes.
Yes, so we're planning a Harps of Gold concert. So I also have a harp orchestra. So this year it's going to be a virtual concert, because normally we would have it in the university chapel, which is lovely, but of course we can't have those big gatherings this year. So we're going to do a virtual concert, and it's going to be a premiere on the 5th of December. So you can put that in your diary.
Absolutely.
And it'll be on YouTube as well as Facebook.
Oh, good. Well, I'll share that and make sure.
And Fiona's going to be a guest. She's going to do something on it as well.
Lovely.
So
It's news to Fiona.
I did ask her.
She did. It's not complete news. We're kind of being a bit better behaved this week because, Graham's here.
It must be that. Yeah.
You're a good influence
Someone's got
on
to
her.
have something sensible influence. It's a shame it has to be me.
Yes. Yeah, he's the sensible influencer. Yeah.
So what are we going to do now? We're going to do a song that you've introduced me to, that I'm going to get my little notes out here. The Tailor and the Sailor.
Yes, that's right.
Now, are you going to start that?
Yes, I am.
Let me see if I can
We've
get
got bright
myself.
sunshine.
I know it's suddenly got beautiful out there. We've got gorgeous weather in Aberdeen. I don't know what it's like with you, but it's very nice up here.
It is.
So are you okay with this? Are you ready?
That's fine. So this song, this is actually from a Northeast collection called the Greg Duncan Collection. It's a very famous collection of songs. There are thousands of songs in the Greg Duncan Collection. And when I worked at the Elphiston Institute at the university, we have the complete volumes there. So there's literally thousands and thousands of songs from the northeast of Scotland.
Because I can blow your trumpet that you won't, because you have a PhD, you're a doctor of ethnomusicology. Try and say that when you've got a large gin and tonic. And what do you do?
Yes, I'm an ethnomusicology. And usually, if they're from here, they'll say, fix that. And other places, I'll say, oh, that's interesting.
Yes. So, of course, you've had access through the university and the amazing collection that they have. There is a wealth of music and songs
Yes.
that are actually particular to the northeast of Scotland.
That's right.
So I didn't know too much about this, but this is part of this.
It's from this collection. And this particular tune, I think it was a fragment of a tune, but this tune was completed by a lovely lady called Alison Burns, and she's a friend she used to live in Castle Douglas, which is in Edinburgh now, and the text for this song came from the collection of songs made by Gavin Gregg in the northeast of Scotland, and it said, it seems that Gregg's writing that generally he went to great trouble to gather songs from people and pull them together, along with the Reverend James Duncan, who was another one. One of them lived in New Deer and the other one was up beside New Bath. And they collected thousands of songs and compiled this whole collection. And since that time, Catherine Campbell has written a book about them, and she's selected a few songs. So they're out there, but people are not so aware of them.
Well,
so
I wasn't aware of them, so and until
if you want to Google Gregg Duncan collection,
I am going to join in with you. So are you going to? This is the Tailor and the Sailor.
Yes, so it's a girl's song, and it's a kind of courting song, and there are two men courting her. One is a tailor and one is a sailor, and she's saying, which one shall I have?
It's very clear about which one she's
She's decided. She says, I think I'm going to have the sailor, because she says, well, he sounds much more romantic because he can guide a ship and turn it round and all that sort of thing. She says, what can a tailor do? He can do nothing but sit and sew a clute. So that just means sit and sew a bit of cloth. So she didn't find him very attractive. So she wants the sailor. So.
And the sailor were both seeking me, but I think I'll take the sailor and let the tailor be. For the sailor can deliver, but sit and sew a clue. But the sailor, he can guide the ship and turn her in a boot. He can turn her east and turn her west and north and south and all. And he bids me keep me up my hair to see as far of all. And he dare na crack a biscuit, or he dare na smoke a pipe, and he dare na kiss a bonny lass at 10 o'clock at night. Tailor and the sailor were both seeking me, but I think I'll take the sailor and let the tailor be. For the sailor can be nothing but sit and sew a clue, but the sailor, he can guide the ship and turn her in a boot.
Oh, I will wash my sailor sock and I will wash it clean and bleach it on the green. Da, 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 da. And maybe I'll be married yet, and maybe nearby, and maybe I'll be married yet till that is far away.
The sailor were both seeking me, but I think I'll take the sailor and let the tailor be. For the tailor can be nothing but sit and sew a clue, but the sailor, he can guide a ship and turn her in a boot.
Well, sailors, they are bonny lads, and they are neat and clean. They can kiss a bonny lassie in the dark and maybe seen. That tailor can do nothing but sit and sew a clue.
But a sailor, he can guide a ship and turn her in a boot.
Last chorus.
The sailor and the sailor were both singing me, but I think I'll take the sailor and let the tailor be. For the tailor can't be nothing but sit and sew a clue, but the sailor, he can guide a ship and turn her in a boot.
Yay! Fair motors on, fair motors on.
A tailor, he can guide. A
sailor,
he can guide the ship and turn her
Run a boot, that's it. You can turn around, but a tailor can do nothing. A tailor can do nothing but sit and sew a clue.
Oh, well, I wouldn't mind a tailor.
Well, I know, that's it. Think of all that.
Just as well we don't all want the same thing.
I know.
Otherwise.
I know.
But that's great. It's great to discover all these new songs from the Northeast. It's
yes, it is. There are so many, honestly, and they're not really out there.
Yeah.
So if anybody fancies rummage in the archives, that's the place to go.
Are they online?
I don't. Some of them are. I think some of them are. The more well-known ones would be online. And if people Google Gregg Duncan collection, you would find some of them online, definitely. And scholars have written about them and all sorts of things. So
But I
lots
guess
of ballads.
they reflect the times,
Yes.
and it's social history actually. But they're very catchy, and I mean I had never heard it till today. And
Well, a lot of
just sing
people
along.
think, you know, the ballads are all sort of slit your wrist kind of stuff. You know?
There are a lot of those, aren't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of those, and it's all like somebody, you know, this one's dying, or she's been left on her own, or this, that, and the next thing. But there are occasional sort of quite happy, jaunty tunes, so that's why I chose that one today.
And the reason that we chose our final song today was really a reflection on this wonderful singing choir, that competition that myself, Laura Pike, and many others from Voluntary Service Aberdeen got involved some years ago, really because the oil industry was going into the doldrums. It was a kind of an effort to get people who'd never sung before to sing together. So people joined choirs who'd never sung, maybe just in their shower or the bath. It didn't matter. It was, you know, they had 3 months to learn 2 songs for one performance, and it was really special from the get-go. We started off with maybe 8 choirs and nearly 200 people taking part and 1,200 people in the audience. It was really quite special. So of course it's been postponed for this year, but I'm sure we'll be back next year. And Irene's choir won 2 years, 2018.
Yes, 2018.
With you had to give the choir a name check. It was
the Mearns Singers.
the Mearns Singers.
One of the choirs that I conduct, and so we won it. They smashed it really. They did really well.
It was fantastic, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house. And this was a song which is by Alfred Lord Tennyson,
and it's still a favourite actually with the choir. It's always one that they ask for. It's called Crossing the Bar, and it's kind of open to interpretation. It's a very sort of spiritual kind of song. The bar is actually the horizon that he's talking about, crossing the bar, but it also means, it can mean a transition from this life on
sandbar.
Yes, the sandbar, but on the horizon. So yes, it's a nautical term anyway, but it interprets in lots of different ways.
Okay, we're going to give it a go.
We're going to give it a go.
3-part harmony here.
3-part harmony.
Sunset and evening star, and one clear call for me, and may there be rumbling of the bar when I put out to sea, when I put out to sea, when I put out to sea, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness or farewell when I embark, when I embark, when I embark, and may there be no sadness or farewell when I embark. Sunset and evening star, and one clear call for me, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea, when I put out to sea, when I put out to sea, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea.
beautiful song.
Yeah,
It's a
it
very
is, it's
beautiful
lovely.
song. And actually, I'll let everyone out there into a secret. I mean, we only just looked at this today together,
Yeah.
and we ran through it twice.
Yeah.
And then now, and I'm sure we'll do it again. I mean, it's a really beautiful,
Yeah, it's a lovely song.
a beautiful
It's really
piece.
lovely. And I'd just like to pay tribute to the three women who actually arranged this. I learnt this years and years and years ago at Whitby Festival, and there's a lovely trio called Craig, Morgan, Robson. So, and since that time they became friends. Moira Craig is from Scotland, Caroline Robson is from England, and there's a lovely lady called Sarah Morgan who sadly is not with us anymore. But they arranged this in 3-part harmony, and I absolutely loved it when I heard it at the time, and they taught it to me, and I've used it with the choir since then, obviously, and I couldn't improve on it. You know what I mean? The harmonies were just beautiful. So
I'll learn them properly when I have more. When I take more time.
When will that be?
Next time.
More time.
It's a treat to sing with you. There is something also, I'm sure you at home will agree, is also just about the natural voice and the joy of singing and the joy of sitting together and singing is really special. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this week's kitchen concert. I know there have been lots and lots of comments, and you can maybe find some that we'll say before we go.
Oh, Alma Wood, lovely song and beautifully sung. Linda Mills says beautiful.
Oh, Colin Manders, Afa Bonnie. Colin sings in a choir at Sing Sing Sing. So hi, Colin, and you have a lovely voice. We need to get you in the kitchen.
Oh, who's this now?
Anne Finn. Oh, Anne Finn. We're shut in here in the Pacific Northwest due to poor air quality from smoke, from fires in the west. You all are a much needed breath of fresh air this Monday morning. And we're thinking of all of you. We're seeing all these photographs, and it's very scary, and another reason for others to have to stay in, just with the poor quality of the air. Anne was over here last May with Lydia Hutchinson and all the friends from Nashville for the Songwriters Masterclasses. Again, we'll be doing that next year. And Anne came over with her very dear friend Marie, who is very sadly no longer with us, a beautiful songwriter and singer and special lady. So I know she would have loved that song.
And there's a lady in Iowa, so hello Janet. Janet actually joined my virtual choir from Iowa. She comes in every week via Zoom. So if you're watching, Janet, this is one that you're going to learn sometime. And also there are 2 other friends I think who are watching in just outside Seattle. So Diane and Rick, if you're watching, hello to you. We're going to be Zooming with them tonight later on.
Is that a critique from them?
But that's one thing I think that lockdown has taught us. You know, that the world is actually quite a small place, and that we can all kind of dial in and
Well, it's very special to know that there are friends that we have in Louisville, Kentucky, friends in Cruden Bay, friends in Inverbervie, friends from all over.
Down the road.
And just a couple of fields away. And so this is, I guess, something that we can all do and enjoy together. And we just hope that we, cheer a few people up and keep music going. And we look forward very much. I thank you so much for being guests in my kitchen. Will you come back again? I mean, you're so close.
Yes,
Sure.
we're regulars. We're the regulars.
Yes, absolutely. And to have you play bouzouki and harmonica, that's the new thing.
Well, Graham is a great songwriter. He writes loads of songs in Doric, and we've got quite a repertoire of. So if anybody's fancying learning a bit of Doric, we can do another song another time.
I am looking forward to when our oldest daughter is allowed to come over. She does a very mean rendition of The Quine That Does the Strip.
It's in Baruri. Oh yeah, classic song.
And it's a classic song. And Hannah is brilliant at it.
Yes.
With all the action, a June Imrie song and June. So there's great humour, because sometimes the Northeast is accused of
being dour.
Yeah, a bit dour, but actually
we're not. I can't see it myself.
No. We think we're brilliant. I'm not even from here, and I think you're brilliant. Anyway, thank you so much And I think we might pour something now and have
Yes,
a little
something
something to
nice.
eat. And we look forward to seeing you the next time. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye all.